was Sakamanje.
God bless you.
Now, if the same, see, once beaten, twice shy. If the same happens again now, how are we going to? If the government are being fair, if they want to be fair, I get that, but if they want to play anky panky, there is no, you can't beat them.
Sarangaos, just something
Yeah.
clear. The problem
Okay.
here is aloba. Okay, let us. You see, if we are unable to tell what the problem is, we're not reasonable people. We all went through scrupulous. This is simple calculation. The government did the autopsy and toxicology. Everybody had the right to doubt it because of high level of corruption in the country. We went to do our own, and our own confirmed the government. Should you be opening mouth to say the government is wrong again, that you can't trust them? That should make you trust the government automatically. And why didn't we challenge our own? We can't challenge our own. We are still challenging that of the government. That is unfair. That is bias.
And no, Papa,
Why don't we have a different? We did our own where we wanted. Please wait. Government did it where they wanted. We did our own where we wanted. Government didn't tell us where to go do our own autopsy and toxicology. Till today, we don't even know where we did our own. Government was more fair than us in terms of autopsy and toxicology. They are more credible. In fact, with the precedence, it shows that government is more transparent than Papa Mohbad. With government, we know where they did their own. We know where everything was done. With Baba, we don't know where anything was done. It's not transparent. It's wicked. I like to be fair in my life.
yeah, Papa, no, can I say something?
That is the first. Then now, one, Baba didn't challenge his own autopsy and toxicology. I don't want to take it as an excuse for I don't want to say that Baba Mohbad was wrong. That is what he's representing. He's not challenging it, and that is a fact. It has stand as a fact because that is what he believed in. If it was government who did the two now, we could have been murmuring all around. But we did our own where we wanted. And that's the reason today why we are being dragged by these useless children. That why we asking we should bring our receipt, take back our money. In the future, when we talk about this case again, we are going to remember all of these things. We try to review the one that belongs to us so that we can know where the mistake is coming from. Whether from government or from us or from some corrupt people around us. They refuse us. Don't ask, don't check, don't do nothing. It's Baba that son died. That's what we were told. So, and then we have adopted the result of Baba Mohbad as standard, and we are comparing it with that of the state. And what we see is that state is more transparent than him, which automatically nobody should trust aloba even for DNA to do anything where he wants. If you should go by these two results, you follow the one that is more transparent, and which is that of the government. And now, when we come to this particular today decision, it's not a new decision. Just to make that clear, all the things that this lawyer said, which I appreciated, which was nice, right? The court threw it out of the window. The court did what they believe was fair. And in fact, Baba lawyer, right in front of Baba, said he accepted what the court said. That the cost is wise and he respects it. Okay? What is anybody not comfortable here with? You should blame Aloba, who had opportunity to do it before where he wanted, and he refused all this while, long time ago. He kept playing ball. And that's why I told that want to negotiate DNA on automatic. You guys are not hearing me. Everything is negotiated. They are looking for which way they will use to deliver the result to the public. I be tell public. But Mohbad is out of this case long time ago. It's out long time ago. But people keep standing there. Baba, God bless you. Baba, if the woman who bought him a car from America, they told him, they said, Baba Mohbad, we have helped you spoke to VDM. We want him to use his big platform to monitor this case. Baba Mohbad, go to VDM. Baba said, no, the family is on it. Family has given him a lawyer. Family is handling it. And then the woman and Bukky Jesse, they left justice for Mohbad. They left it. Because they don't know how else you want to fight someone bigger than you, and you don't have anybody bigger on your side. You don't have nothing bigger on your side. They left. In fact, I read to you guys the message of that woman, Jella Wood, to Comfy, telling Comfy to leave. That they will just smoke her and messed up with her brain. But because they just want to prove that we Papariano here, we are lying, they are just jealous. This case was destroyed, was messed up out of their consistent jealousy of what we spew out from this platform. We take our time, we research this case, and we see some things before it even happened. And the next thing we see is people fighting us as if they have already, as if they know how everything will be like. And when moments like this come, see the way they are reacting. And before I said I will address this concern, there's this notion of them saying that government is handling it. No. The whole purpose of you going to the government is so that they can be a mediator, a third person. Had they been, they were able to find the head of the family. The head of the family could have mediated between them. Or maybe somebody else that they trust around the street or in their government, probably the king or whatever. They don't have this. And that's why they went to the court. And the court right now will try to play fair. And in the fairness of the court, neither will Wumi know where it will be done, neither will Baba know where it will be done. Right? And even if court wanted them to know where it will be done, court will tell them to choose directly by themselves. So it means Baba will choose anywhere he wants, Wumi will choose anywhere he wants, which is also fair. Right? All the court will do, court will just monitor through its official to be sure that whatever was chosen by these two people, right? Court oath is to see that they monitor the process, how it was done in these two places, and then the result will be sent back to the official of the court, and the official of the court will deliver it to the court. Then court will now announce the result. The result will not be known to either of the party until the judge pronounce it. The judge and whatever it was done will be the first to know. But in some cases, court can be lenient enough to give them opportunities that, okay, you guys choose the hospitals. And in fact, that was the initial demand of the particular lawyer, that we will choose 2 hospitals in abroad, one in America, one in the UK. We can also choose anyone, okay? After all, by law, the way it's done, it is whoever that called for DNA that will pay for it, and it has not changed. Bayo, open your head. There is nowhere in a civil matter where government will come and help you to pay anything. Now your case. Therefore, Baba Mohbad will pay. Now Baba go pay for this DNA, even if court is just monitoring it. Court will choose the location. And the minimal amount which was used to do it, they will all tell you. If it is $200, it's not even expensive. $300, $400, $500, $500. Okay, no a big deal. Anybody can pay that. Even if Baba refuses to pay today, there are people who will pay for it. So let us. It is not Wumi that we pay. Never done. It is who that requests for it. It is the person that will pay. So I hope we are getting this clarity. Baba will still pay. All court want to do is that court want to be the one to choose where is credible enough, which will represent the justice of the Nigerian court system. It is the Nigerian, when you are saying injustice has been done to you, you go to your court, to your government to seek for justice, right? Why do you go to your government if you don't trust that they can give you justice? Why don't you fight and kill yourself in your house, in your street? Why do you involve government? It's because you believe in their fairness, right? And government in its own fairness right now, government is not even, it's not a government case, let's make that clear. But courts belong to the government. As long as you are going to court, you are going to government. Right? And when you go to government, government will be neutral among his children. That is, court is like a father to many children. And he has to be fair to all of them. Nobody owns the Nigerian court. They are the one that gives that gives justice, that make fair decision on behalf of the citizens. They interpret the law in the way it is best represented, where it represents your dignity, it represents your human rights, where it's more which is more respectable to human being. And there are also opportunities whereby once courts make a judgment, you can also review the process of them arriving to that particular result. Though Papariano, one issue I think I have with this particular decision, which says that the whole family should come to the morgue where Mohbad is. Samples will be taken by government officials. That's sorry. Samples will be taken. Yeah, possibly, yeah, government officials, because government officials, maybe government pathology. That's where the issue is, because the question is, who will take that sample from Yaba morgue? So you see, that's where the problem is. Because now, if that is the most credible stage, who will take that sample? If it is a government who takes the sample, then there's a problem. But if it were to be a private hospital who sent in their pathology here, to take the result, the family, whoever that brought that particular laboratory, we count it as a plus. We say that is credible. But for the court, it's not credible. Don't forget. Let's break this thing down. The whole reason why the result is credible is because the Nigerian court is involved. The court is here to give its own justice in your matter, in your civil case, even more civil case. If me and you say we are fighting right now, we owe each other money, we go to court, to the civil court. Court will mediate in their own wisdom, not in our both wisdom. Court will involve its own position. So right now, for the court to even take this DNA result serious, the court has volunteered to provide its own officials, either a pathology that is from the states, who will come and take the sample. Because I don't think the court is going to say, let the doctor who will do it abroad come to Nigeria and take the sample. The court will have to assign a pathology who will take the sample in front of the father of Mohbad, mother of Mohbad, the family, and a court official will also record everything, the process, how it was taken, there will be signature, and then it will be sent to the custom, and then from there it will go to wherever country. The custom will receive it as well, send it to the center. The center will, the court official will be recording all those process, where it got to, who touched it, how it was done. That is their duty, chain of custody. Okay, where it belonged to at every point in time. It was in the custody of the Yaba, it was in the custody of this particular doctor, it was in the custody of the custom, it was in the custody of this country, custody of this doctor, custody where it belongs or where it was, right? So all those records will be made, and it will be read before the court that day, before they read the result out, that it underwent this process until we got the final result. So if Baba, let's say Baba Mohbad or the hospital that Baba chose abroad is the one that sent their pathology to take that sample, again, Wunmi will not agree. Wunmi will say Baba has bribed that center and has bribed the pathology. Imagine if it is Wunmi own center too that came with their own pathology to take the sample. I think Baba Mohbad too will complain. But what could have also been, that let Wunmi pathology from Wunmi's place come and take the sample. Let Baba own too take it in front of the court official, who will record all the process, right? And let them go and do it. Court official will still follow through them. At the end of the day, both of them will send their result to court official. Court official will bring it to the judge, and the judge will read it out. That can also be, okay? But I think this is where the corruption can come in. If the state is not credible, the state will assign a pathology which is not coming from the center of Wunmi, not the center of Baba, but is coming from the states. I don't know if this is clear enough. I'm trying my best to repeat myself to make it as clear as possible. Guys, can we take it from here? Is it clear to you guys before I go take my oranges? Where they say where like I said where I like it. She know I think I saw her here a little bit. Am I clear enough? Or I should repeat myself one more time.
I think
Hello.
you are clear enough, but
Can we
we
take
just
it from
need
here?
to chip in. Yeah, we just need to like,
All right, let's address it.
yeah. I think the best thing would have been for them to take the sample in front of all the government official and Baba Mohbad and also Wumi, and let both of them individually go and do this. If they saying the government is the one taking the sample and is the one going to do the test, I haven't got no faith in it. And it shouldn't be so because it was Baba that demanded. If Wumi then said she doesn't trust Baba, then let Wumi go and do us and let Baba go and do us. And then if there is any conflict of interest, then they can redo it or question whoever. Now that the government is taking over and we don't know where they like going to like do it, we don't know who is doing it, I think it's all lie. It's back to square one. It shouldn't be. It wasn't the government that said they needed DNA. It was Baba Mohbad. So he should be able to go and do it. And if Wunmi thinks she doesn't trust Baba Mohbad, then let her do us. Because there's no way, if they've taken the same sample from the baby and Mohbad, there's no way the result will come out different. If it's going to be negative, it's going to be both negative. If it's going to be positive, it's going to be both positive. But the government taking care of all this thing now is like, no, nothing good will come out of it. That is my take. Again, it's
Guys,
so
can I come back
disappointed.
one more time before I let you guys to like rub mine on it to educate people on it? I
Yeah,
just
it's
want
so
to
disappointed if
this
Baba should agree to all this.
1 minute, please, because I want the conversation to finish. Should I take in one more time, everybody? Okay. Or because I want us to open people's mind to all of these things, to give people different areas, different aspect of it. That's my concern on this platform. Open people's mind, sensitize them, give them different aspect to it, give them different alternatives, how it could have been, how it's been right now, and then let's see what's up. Should I take it one more time, or we are good to go? I want you guys to really comment and hit this heavily because this is what is going to go around, and we should take time in.
Papariano, you've
Huh?
already you've already explained it.
All right, you can take
And
it
I
on.
think and I think what the government, what the court is doing is the right way to go. So you've gone to somebody to settle a matter for you because you're both in dispute. And then this person is like, okay, to settle this matter, I will take charge of it because you guys are not in agreement. So what is wrong in that? If Baba is allowed to do his own DNA test and Wumi is allowed to do her DNA test and they come with conflicted results, one is positive, one is negative. At the end of the day, you go to the court and then you argue over it. And this is what will happen, will result. The court will now say, okay, we will do the DNA test for you guys because the court is supposed to be independent of both parties. So I think the best way to go is the court oversee the DNA, do the DNA tests, and come back and read the results. If either party is not happy with it, then they can go and appeal. Simple as that. So all these arguments of Baba should go and do his own, it's going to be a sheer waste of money because I don't see them coming with the same results. So, and somebody talked about conflict of interest. There's already a conflict. If Baba goes and does his own, or of course he has his own interest. If Wumi goes and does her own, she already has an interest. And for the DNA, once a DNA case has become legal, the result can only be admissible if it is done under the chain of custody when the court oversees it. That is when it becomes admissible in court. So if a man goes and does his own DNA without a chain of custody, Wumi goes and does hers without the chain of custody, it will be a waste of time and money. So I think the court has made the right decision, to be honest.
I totally
Hello?
disagree.
Yeah.
Looking into their track record of all these things.
For his own DNA testing, do you think they would go to the court to settle the
You
dispute?
didn't get what I'm saying. Look at what I'm saying. Now the government wants to supervise us. Yes, I agree. On that particular day, the same pathology that is giving Baba can come with his own pathology, Wunmi can come with her own pathology, and government also can come with their own pathology. On that day, they should take it. There's eyewitness, they witness, everybody witness it, and everybody should go his own different way to go and do it. That's what I'm saying. But the government will bring their own to the table. Wumi will bring, Baba will bring. Because government has one fold of
Good
life.
afternoon. Good
Yeah, I
evening.
think that would have been the best
So
way.
juices, wait.
Good evening.
So juices, if Baba brings his own pathologist and Wumi brings her own pathologist, so are you saying that the government should now, there will be a chain of custody for Baba's DNA test results and Wumi's DNA test? Is that what you're saying?
Even government will bring their own pathology.
No. What
And
I'm saying, what I just said, you know,
what I said is that everybody on that day, Lalake, everybody will bring their result, they will submit it to the government.
Juices, for the result to be admissible in court, it has to be done under the chain of custody. Okay? So are you now saying that the government will now have their official oversee the Baba's DNA testing and
No,
Wumi's
it don't.
DNA?
Yeah, Alake, you are the one that is not get what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because I can remember when there's one person, this small boy that died. His father also went to go and do toxicology now, and the government wasn't the one that supervised it.
We're talking about the
Yeah,
DNA.
even DNA, government are doing their own.
Okay, we're talking about the toxicology. Papalule already said it. The government allowed.
I just use that one as a case study. Government can do their own. The women can do her own. Baba can also do her own, and they will bring everything to the table. In this case, government own will supervise. I mean, we override every result that they bring. But at least there will be a clear conscience in those parties, between those parties, that okay, I went to do my own.
You just said something now. You said the government's DNA result will supersede theirs. So if the
Yes.
government's DNA result will supersede theirs, what's the point of them doing it?
No,
It will be a waste of money.
wait, Alake, look at it. Baba can still, at least with the result of Baba, when it is very sure, or result of Wumi, when she's very sure, she can challenge the government. She can challenge by even suing the government to the higher court that come and present what you've given unto me. And because at that time, they have the evidence to fight it. They have because if this one happen now, Baba want to stand against it. They will ask Baba, do you have evidence? Did you do a DNA test for Liam, or do you have evidence that the result government is giving you is not correct? But if everybody doing their own individually, it will ask something to defend his claim.
And again, why hiding where the DNA is going to be done? DNA is a very, very simple thing. There is no way people will take it, even 100 places. It's still going to be the same result if it's not rigged. And whoever asks for DNA to be done, I don't think it's anything to do with government. There's so many people who have gone to court to ask for DNA. Why didn't the government took over that before? We haven't got no trust in this government anymore. Nothing will come out of it.
So if you don't have trust in the government, why go to the courts for a DNA DNA dispute?
I'm greeting everybody.
Because you can't do anything without going to court. You cannot take the law into your hand.
So you have to be able to. You have to for you to go.
Let me tell you, when you go to court or you go to the government, it's not because you have faith in them, but you've got no right to take law into your hand. That is the reason why you go to them, not because you trust the justice system. The justice system has failed us so many times. What the other person said would have been the best thing. If they want to be transparent, let the three parties do it, and even measuring where it's going to be done. And then, if anything, if anybody fiddle with it, it's going to be transparent, and everybody will know that they go to so place. So I haven't gone now on this one that they've just done. I don't think, me particularly, I've got no faith in what is coming out of it.
This is actually the last we'll be hearing about DNA's conflict. This is the last of it. And the reason why it is like this is because Baba
Ẹjọ́
Mubad
mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́
and
sọ̀rọ̀. I don't hear English.
what is his name? Wumi group. They've all failed with the opportunity that the court offered them. They've all failed to agree to do it. So the court has no options than to step in. And although I think it is in the right of the court to decide in this manner that they have done,
Exactly.
and it is fair enough based on the failures of both parties.
What is
Exactly.
It is
happening?
very, very, very fair enough.
Exactly.
Because both parties have failed to move forward. Baba Mubad has failed, Wumi has failed, and the court needs to step in and put them in the right direction. But from what I have seen so far, this is the last we hear anything about the DNA. The next thing you hear is that they've taken sample and then they are going to bury Mubad. And that's all. That's all.
Good evening.
So
Because that is what Wumi wants. Because Wumi knows that she has what they say.
Hello.
She has that power. But she has played her game very well. And Baba also, maybe Baba also wants that same thing. Beg.
Okay, I came. Good evening. What I just came up to say is that I think it is in the best interest of both parties for the court to do it, because this is it. If Mohbad goes to do his own and he comes back with a negative result, Wumi goes to do her own, definitely she comes back with a positive result. At the end of the day, the court will step in to do theirs. And this is where it gets funny. Baba Mohbad cannot go back. Okay, let's assume the court goes back. They do theirs and it becomes, let's say, positive. Baba Mohbad cannot go and sue the court or challenge the court, because even if you go to a higher court, the court will still do a supervised DNA. Now, I had a case once, and we went to the police, and that case went to court. This is what I found out. We were supposed to present a bank statement. Any bank statement that gets to the court and it is not stamped from the bank directly, like there's a document they attach. So I cannot just go to the bank, get a statement and present in court. The court will not accept it. It has to be stamped from the bank, and there's a document they attached that states the computer it was printed from, the name of the person that printed it, all these details, and it will be attached to it. The court will not accept it. So I don't think all these things should be. I don't think all this should be duplicated, because if the court is going to do this, and if some people feel the court, just hold on, please, and some people feel the court is going to take sides, then I don't see a reason why they should go to the court in the first place. Because even if this court takes sides, which court will he go to? If he goes to a higher court, the court will still be, they will not accept a personal result in court.
Thank you.
They will not. It is still the court that will go and do it again.
It's a legal DNA test.
Yes, it is still the court that will go. If you go from a family court maybe to high court, the high court will still do a court supervised DNA. They will still be the one to do it. So if you say you don't have,
the only DNA results admissible in court is the DNA result done under the chain of custody.
Exactly. So if you feel you won't accept, you want to use Baba Mohbad's own, there's no court if we take that one to. That one will just be like it's private property. And even if it comes back with a negative result, there's nothing he can do about it. As far as the only thing he can do is if the court result is the same with his. So in all these things, I think the court is fair. And for people saying the court said the location will not be disclosed. Yes, I've been in a court proceeding of this kind, and on the day of reading the results, where it is done will be announced. You understand? Where it is done will be, and a representative of where it is done will be in court on that day to present the result to the judge. So that is what is going to happen. I think this is just fair enough if we want to be true to ourselves.
Honestly.
Wunmi scam, and aside that, after the results, after the court announced the results, if Baba Mohbad is not okay with it and he wants to satisfy his conscience, he can approach Wunmi, you understand, and he will go and do his own DNA, but it cannot be accepted in court. That's what we should know. So if the court tells you I am going to do it, there's nothing you can do about it. If we say we don't trust courts, so why are people asking for justice for Mohbad?
Exactly.
Who is going to give you justice? Is it not the court of law? And you won't get justice on
Mama Queen, my
Yes.
point is even that
Hello.
the DNA, the result is going to be either positive or negative. There's no in between. So if Baba does this and it's negative, Wunmi does hers, it's positive. The court does this, it's either positive or negative. So if it's positive, then Baba will now go and challenge it. When you have two positive,
to fight for it.
No, Jesus.
So
yeah,
I
they
want
can
to
go
ask
to
you
the
a
court, but they will
question,
lose
please.
because there are two results are the same. You have a different
Please, let me
result and
ask
you're
you a
not
it
going
doesn't
question.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, that is fine. Baba
If
can go to
Baba
Wunmi and do his own then.
Alake, please let me ask her a question. If Baba Mohbad goes ahead to do his and it is negative, do you get? And the court go ahead to do theirs and it is positive, where will Baba Mohbad take his result to? I just want you to answer the question.
That was what I was saying. Where would they go to? Which court?
Farmer Queen. See,
Where will Baba
see that
Mohbad take
if
his own
Baba
result?
Mohbad tells if Wunmi tells that she's not also pleased with this, Wunmi also can fight it.
No, I'm not saying that. No, you didn't get my
Wait now.
question. You didn't get my question.
I understand what
You
you are
just
saying. I understand what you are saying. I understand your question very well.
No, I'm not
That if
involving Wunmi here.
No,
I'm not involving
no.
Wunmi.
If
The
Wunmi must be
question I
involved.
asked is this. No,
Farmer Queen.
just hold on.
No, please,
Hold on,
wait.
I
Hold
understand
on.
my
I understand your
question,
question too. I understand your question. The Wunmi cannot be eliminated from this question, from this thing.
No,
Because
no.
it
What I'm
includes
saying,
Wunmi and Baba Mohbad. So it has to be,
see,
she has to be included.
Jesus, just listen to my question so that you can answer
That
well.
if Baba own is
Wait
negative,
now, just
and
hold on.
I understand
If
your question now.
No. Okay, let me ask it again. Let me ask again. Just hold on.
Okay.
If Wunmi decides and say, okay, I don't want to do a DNA test, I want the court and Baba Mohbad to do it. Now, if the court goes ahead to do a DNA test and it is positive, Baba Mohbad goes ahead to do his own and it is negative. Remember that the court, there's a chain of custody in the one the court is doing. Do you get? So if Baba Mohbad goes to do his own and it is negative, the one in the court is done and it is positive. Now the result with Baba Mohbad, remember Wunmi did not even do anyone. In this question I'm asking, Wunmi did not do anyone, so she did not come with
Baba Mohbad has the right to
hold on
challenge
now.
the court.
Just hold on. Now, that result with Baba
We shouldn't be going back and forth.
negative.
But
No, what I'm saying
Baba
is,
Mohbad has
hold
right
on.
to fight
The
court.
negative result with Baba Mohbad, where will he take the result to? How will he challenge the court?
That's what I'm telling you. Baba Mohbad can challenge court. Anybody can challenge court. That's why we have appeal court.
Now let me
That is
tell
why
you what
we
will
have
happen.
magistrate court. That's why we have
Now let me tell you what will happen.
Juices.
Okay, let me tell you what will happen. Do you get? If Baba Mohbad goes back to the court, now if the family court reads the magistrate court and if he wants to challenge, he won't go back to the family court, you understand? He will go to an higher court, right? So if Baba Mohbad goes with his own results to challenge the court, let me tell you what will happen. The court will still do another DNA test. The court will not accept Baba Mohbad's test.
Yes.
Do you get? They will not. So if the court still go ahead and do another test and it is positive, what will Baba Mohbad do?
That's what I'm saying now. It will go to
eliminate
it.
the courts. In this
No, I
case,
am
there's
not
no way.
disputing, Magbo,
Answer
Farmer.
the question.
I am
Answer
not
the
Government,
question.
disputing. I'm
government just
answering your
trying
question.
to
If you want me
say
to answer
That's the
questions,
life.
it will be
look
a
at it very
full-time
well.
effort.
Yoruba people used to say, "Pé tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò bá pọ́n lè kán," he will continue fighting.
No,
Until
what I'm saying is, which court we accept the result in Baba Mohbad's hand? There's no court that we accept the result in Baba Mohbad's hand. See,
see,
when
the
Baba,
cost
now,
can
let
no
me tell you something.
farmer. The case can be for 20 years. If Baba still insists that I know what I did, it is not right.
No,
And
what
he will
I'm
still
trying to tell
continue.
you, what will Baba Mohbad do with the result? Because the court will not accept it.
Farmer, I think you are just going to be hitting a brick wall with this argument. There's no point. There's no point.
Exactly.
When people's minds are made up about a certain particular thing, when they have an idea, there's no point trying to convince them. The law
Now,
is clear.
juices.
The
Do you
costs
know
no
that
longer there.
the toxicology test that Baba Mohbad did cannot be accepted in court? Hope you know it cannot be tendered as an evidence in court because it was
Why?
not supervised by the court. Yes. When they tell
Why?
you to do your own, it was not supervised by the court. You can ask
But the
questions.
court gave that
But
order.
hold on, please.
The court permitted it too.
Hold on. It can only be accepted by the court if it was supervised by the court. Now, they only told him to go and do his own toxicology and autopsy to satisfy his curiosity.
Yeah, just for fairness.
If that process is not supervised by the court, it cannot be tendered as an evidence in
But
court.
he can use it to fight against
Where will
the
you
judgment.
fight? Where? On the streets?
No, not on the streets. There is also court. And court also will review it by doing another toxicology just to be sure that
Yes.
they are ahead. So they will consider doing another toxicology to prove.
See, let me tell you something.
See, Farmer, wait, you've been telling me something. Let me tell you one thing. Court cannot just take Baba Mohbad toxicology and throw it away, or just neglect it. If the result is not,
Don't throw it away.
no, they don't throw it away.
Baba's toxicology, farmer, wait. Baba's toxicology test results will be used as a ground for dispute because it's different from the government's results. So it will be used as a ground for dispute.
Yeah.
And they will do another one. But the
Exactly.
government
So, but they cannot throw it away.
That is
The way
not
you
to
say
say
saying
that,
they will throw it away. No. I'm not saying they will throw it away. What I'm saying is, Baba Mohbad toxicology cannot be used to give a judgment.
it cannot be used, but it can be used to review. And challenge whatsoever that is on ground.
That is what I'm
Yes,
saying. That is what I'm
That
saying.
is what I'm also saying concerning
Now,
DNA test.
hold on. Let me
Baba
ask a
Mohbad
question.
DNA test can also be used to
if the
review
court-
whatsoever
if the
the government bring.
Yes, if the court will now go ahead and do a supervised toxicology and autopsy. You
Exactly.
understand? So the court will still do it, and that
I'm
is
not
the same thing
disputing
I'm
that.
trying to let you know about DNA.
Farmer, please. You are the one that is not getting it. I am not disputing that. For the fact that one judge, one lawyer, or that one judge is corrupt, doesn't mean that every other judge will be corrupt. Do you understand? So if this particular judge, for example, I just a vice P, if the particular judge is corrupt and take a kind of bribe to make it work in the favor of Baba or in the favor of Wumi, and one of them has their own result to fight for it, at the higher cost there, the judge there might be sincere. And the person will do another DNA test.
Remember that at this point we don't even know the outcome of the result. We don't know what the result will be.
We don't know. We're already debating.
So now,
Farmer Queen, sorry, I need to come in now because you've been talking all the time. I want clarity. I want clarity to this. Okay, you've been saying this, and I heard something you said that the Baba's toxicology will never be admissible in court. The question I'm asking you now: why would the court be asking them to go and do their own thing? And
That's why I came up, sir.
So I don't understand, because if the autopsy, right, result came out differently, right, that would be on the ground to look at things again. So don't say that.
Richie,
Don't say that it will not be.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you saying that it's not going to be admissible in court?
No, Richie,
let me answer you, Richie.
Wait,
Let me answer
Farmer,
you, Richie.
Farmer,
Please,
wait,
let me
Farmer.
answer Richie. Please, Alake, let me just answer Richie, then I'll mute. You see, maybe I didn't say it the right way, but let me answer your question. If you see if Baba Mohbad's toxicology and autopsy results came in maybe with a possible known cause of death and not inconclusive, the only thing Baba Mohbad can do with that result is to challenge the government's results. And what will be done is this: the courts will now go ahead to order another toxicology and autopsy.
No.
What I'm trying, hold on please, Mr. Yomi. But what I'm trying to say is this: the court will still be the one to do another autopsy, supervised autopsy and toxicology. You know, the court is not the one doing it, but it will be supervised. It is only a supervised court process that can be used to that can be tendered or that can be used to give judgments in courts. So even if Baba Mohbad has gotten a different judgment on this, it will just be there will be another autopsy and toxicology.
Yeah, it won't be just. It's not just. It's not just. It's not. When you use the word
not
just.
done by Baba Mohbad this time.
Thank you.
Not done by Baba Mohbad this time. It will be done by the courts, ordered by the courts.
Wait.
Mama Queen.
You were saying that if somebody is already believing something, there's nothing you will tell them, because I don't know what government will order something, we approve something that somebody should go and do that thing, and that person will not bring it to the court of law. You say it doesn't make sense. You want to throw it
That is
away.
what I want to even explain.
Greasy, just
Can I
wait.
You guys don't understand what
It
is
doesn't
being
make
said here.
sense.
That
Farmer
is, and
Queen.
you guys don't understand what is being said.
Farmer Queen.
What we're
This is
trying
it.
to explain is that Baba, if Baba's toxicology is different from the government's toxicology results, Baba can use that as a ground to dispute the government's toxicology
No,
results.
Exactly.
you're even getting it
And
wrong.
then when
You're a
they
lawyer,
go
you
to
should know.
court, wait,
Alake?
Yomi, I know what I'm talking about. Please don't say that. I know what and Farmer is right. You guys are just misunderstanding her. The thing is, when they get to the courts, to the high court to challenge the government's results, the court will stand in between both because they have to be independent of both parties. So the court will now do their own toxicology test under supervision. And that is the results that, okay, Yomi, go ahead because you know better.
No, it's not that I know better. This is, the coroner inquest is a fact finding. There is no the foundation of it.
Inquest.
Mr. Yomi, can I ask you a question? Mr. Yomi, can I ask you a question?
Let me tell you my own part.
No,
first.
let me just ask you a question.
No,
Mr.
give me
Yomi.
Farmer Queen. Wait. Let Yomi land first, please.
Now, this is it. It's a fact-finding mission. Both the court, both the government, both the family, they are looking for the cause of death of Mohbad. Now, there is nobody that has been accused yet. There is no conflict. We are looking for what by this person. And when the government did this, the family, which is also an interested party in the same case, applied that, okay, can we go and do our own? Maybe it will bring a different perspective, a different result. And the court listened to their prayers. And it is under the approval of the court that if you come up with yours and the person that did it and the result comes up and explain to us something that we don't know or we couldn't get from the other side, then it will be admitted. Then it will now lead us to where we should now. It's a searchlight. It's meant to beam a searchlight into the cause of death. That is when we will now know. The only time that result can now be challenged is when, if the coroner inquest accept it as the cause of death for Mohbad, and they now arrested somebody, they want to pin it on somebody, and the trial begins. It is now the counsel of that defendant that can now begin to challenge the veracity of that result that is being presented by the coroner inquest. So it's not something that they will accept it. is a tool of that
Yomi,
court
we're not
that was
talking about
used.
the corona inquest. We're talking about
Yomi,
the results.
please, one question for
The
you,
result
please.
you're not getting it. The
No,
result
just
is
hold
for
on, Mr.
hold
Yomi.
on. Hold on.
Just hold on. Let me ask you one question
The
so that
corona court is not challenging anybody. The result is meant to be used as part of a verdict of the corona court, part of the instrument to establish the cause of death. There is no conflict with anybody yet.
Okay, Yomi,
Nobody
can I
has
ask you
said.
a question? Yomi, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So you said that the corona judge will accept. So if Baba's toxicology and autopsy results were different from the government, so what you're saying is the corona will now accept Baba's own. They'll prefer Baba's result over the government's result. Is that what you're saying?
Because it's fact finding.
No.
If the pathologist came on board,
They can't.
Hold on, Alake, wait.
Even
as
we
you
take
speak,
everything to the court.
even as you speak, that
Exactly.
toxicology was not rejected. It's still part of the document.
Wait, Yomi, Baba would now see when there are two conflicting results. Who resolves it?
Alake, do you know that result is not rejected? They only told you the content of it that is inconclusive. The content of that stuff
result is rejected.
No, it was said that court cannot accept it, and you supported that.
When
it was said.
So what we're saying is
that's not what I said.
What we're saying is when there's a conflict between
that's what I believe, Farmer Queen. That's what I believe you said.
Wait. What she's saying? No, Richie, you didn't get
That's not what I said.
No, that's why I came up. I came up because of what you said.
Richie, you didn't get what she said. I know, I understand what she's saying.
Yeah, we need to clarify that because that's misleading.
A dispute, right? And you go to the courts. So there are two test results, one positive, one negative. There's now a dispute. You're challenging it in court. What she's now saying is, if you've done it privately, you can take it to the court because that will give you grounds.
This wasn't privately. The court order. The court admitted in prayer that we want to go and do it.
Wait, Richie. The court
is under the canopy of court that was agreed.
Okay, Richie, can I ask you a question? When Baba went to do toxicology, was there a chain of custody?
Listen.
Yes, there will be because they will have to give.
Listen, let me now ask you. Let me put the same question to you. What are these chain of custody that was established with the government on? Can you tell me?
There is no. That's what I'm saying.
Then there you go.
Wait. So that's what we're saying now.
There was chain of custody. You didn't follow up.
Wait,
there was chain of custody.
When you now go to the courts.
Okay, please ask this question. Ask them this question, please. Who presented Baba's?
Wait.
I just want you to ask them this question. Who presented Baba's result and who presented government's result? If you are saying there's a chain of custody,
there was no chain
who presented Baba's result
for both parties?
Thank you,
Alake. Before the approval was given, the procedure and how the private toxicology will be done was followed, which is
Yomi, what is
procedure.
Yomi, what is the chain of custody?
You and I know what chain of custody.
No, explain it to me, Yomi.
It's a normal process.
No.
It's a normal process that
explain what a chain of custody is. That means you don't understand it.
I know what chain of custody is.
I know you know what chain of custody is. Yomi is there arguing. Yomi, explain to us what a chain of custody means. What do you understand?
That one is not even necessary.
No,
wait now. Let me also talk.
Justice, please give me 1 minute, okay? Please, I just want us to know that the whole reason why the court is in the process to mediate is because of credibility. Okay, and for credibility to be achieved, the court must be part of that process.
There is no way that the Pabagoma Lotio ni tender chain of custody process.
No.
The chain of custody is the process at which sample was collected. Document letter the court. Everything is a process.
That's fine.
Let me do my thing, please. Go on, Yomi. Say your own, let's hear you. Oh, yes, sir.
No, I'm just explaining to her that she knows the meaning. She's just trying to gaslight me that, as you say, chain of custody.
Say what do you know? Tell us what you know.
But when they give an order for such things to be done, how you apply, the verdict that was given, how the sample will be collected, the legal procedure. But to follow everything that you did that must be acceptable and admissible under the law. You must follow it. How would the
wait right there. Okay. Who will follow up with how it was collected, where it was sent to? Who will follow up? Court official, right?
All those things would have been done. They read it.
No, forget about would have been. Stop now, please. That's why I have to stop everybody just to hear you well, please. The court official will be supervising the process all through, right? All through now.
I don't know if it's all true. I don't know what. Okay, when it comes to private autopsy, they have their own procedure for the chain of custody.
No, please, let's not make it English, please. Wait, please. That's where Alake is making her point. Okay, the way it is done, it is a court official who will witness the process of collection, document everything, seal it, sign it, and the court official will follow through to the next stage. When it is with the custom, he will record it at what hour, at what time it was there, at what hour it got to the center, which doctor will be working on it. It will be that same court official, not court.
Papalule, all these things must have been done, even if it's private.
No. It's very important for credibility. Please. Okay, then that court official will
let me just stop you. Wait,
let me just say, please.
I heard something just now. Yomi just said something.
No, you will complicate things, please.
Okay.
I don't want us to complicate things, yes. The court official will follow it through and then follow it back. It will be handed back to that court official. The court official will present it to the court. And then the judge will now acknowledge the result and read it out. So we have to understand and acknowledge the chain of custody. The official, if the court must take that result credible, it has to pass through a court monitoring process. And now, this is where people challenge the toxicology and the autopsy of Baba Mohbad. That come, this doesn't seem like there's a chain of custody here, right? Because the result was supposed to be monitored by the court, get to the court, please. I mean, there have been so many challenges, so many oppositions.
In court, Abi?
No, please. I mean, the opposition now, the opposition.
Which opposition?
The opposition now, there's opposition in this case now.
Who are the opposition at the coroner inquest?
The opposition in the coroner inquest, the anti-justice.
Did they apply? Did they even challenge it? The coroner inquest is not against me.
Wait, 1 minute, 1 minute, Yomi. Papa, I have a question. Very important question. You said this. I've been listening to this. You said this about the first autopsy that was done by the court or by the government or whatever I want to call it. Do you remember that there were discrepancies in order to tell us where this was done? They lied until people went to actually blow out the lies, and that's when they came back with the results. So when we're now saying about the chain of custody and all this traceability, strict supervision, that kind of a thing, exchange of the specimen and all that. So what would you think the government did at that time? And how do we want to trust them based on what they have done at that point?
The toxicology was
Thank you. Wait, Papariano. We're still on case of chain of custody. The chain of custody happens when a court orders a test.
Like, please say your things don't involve Yomi. Say your things don't involve Yomi.
No, I'm not involving Yomi.
All right, go on.
Because he's talking about the government.
No, don't talk to everyone here. Educate people on what you know, please. Don't focus on anybody.
I'm not focusing on anybody.
I've explained the chain of custody anyway.
No, I'm not even asking you to.
Let us hear from her, please. It's not from everybody. No. Nobody's speaking, please. Let Alake speak. Go on, Alake.
I know you understand the chain of custody, Richie. That's not what I'm on about. So you're talking about the government in toxicology test and autopsy, whatever they did. They did that on their own as part of investigating Mohbad's death. Yeah, there was no court involved in this. So the government took the samples, went about their way, did whatever they had to do. We didn't trust them because we felt it was
So
coming.
are you saying the police just did their own investigation, not the court ordered?
The
Not
court
from
did
the
not order any investigation.
not from the coroner inquest, right? Is that what you're saying?
No. They brought the coroner order the toxicology by the government.
Thank you. So it's a court
What
order.
is the coroner?
No. Richie, did the coroner ask the government to go and do the toxicology?
Then who
They
asked for
did it now before was it not was it not they already started doing, was that not the purpose of exhuming Mohbad?
Alaka, you know, police is. Oh my gosh.
No, guys. Alake is saying the right thing. Please wait. It was government who exhumed Mohbad, and government ordered for the autopsy and toxicology. I remember when Somi Arin, the head of DNA and Forensic Center of Lagos State, said that Mohbad has been exhumed, samples has been taken, okay, and they have sent those samples abroad, and they are waiting for result, which the police also corroborated that. And when inquest came in, the police said they are handing over everything to the coroner inquest.
Exactly. So there was no
okay. And the inquest continued. With the inquest is just doing the job of the state. Which,
okay, can I bust your bubble there? Because you don't know. Before they exhumed the body, they had to quickly apply in a court for exhumation.
That's what I want to say. Police cannot just.
What are you people just saying?
Somebody's body.
I'll come back later.
The process for exhumation is different. Obviously, you take permission for a body to be exhumed. Okay, that is different. Now, the government asked to exhume the body because they wanted to investigate the death. So it wasn't
correct.
So it wasn't the court that ordered the government to go and do a toxicology test.
So shall we agree? Just say 1 minute. Just say 1 minute. Just say 1 minute.
No chain of.
Just say 1 minute. Let's agree that there wasn't any order. Was there any chains of custody established during this process with the government?
Why would there be a chain of custody? Was it ordered by the court?
No. Hang on a second.
Rishi,
I asked a question.
All the government had to do was, yes, we've taken the sample. Yes, we've taken it to this place for testing.
So now moving forward, when Baba Mohbad's legal team set up that prayer that they wanted to do their own, right? It was granted, right?
It was, yes.
It was granted. And if Baba Mohbad now did his own, which failed woefully, and it's not mandatory to have a chain of custody, right? Shall we agree on that?
No, because he did it privately.
Okay, now you and Farmer Queen, you are saying that Baba Mohbad's toxicology report will not be admissible in court.
Wait, no.
That's not what you're saying.
That is what you both said now. That's what you both said.
That's what you said.
That's what you both said. That was what I was arguing at that time.
But wait.
Yeah.
When they so if Baba, say, assuming Baba Mohbad's toxicology test result came back different, and it had the cause of death, then that is questionable. Okay, that disproves what the government result is saying. So the coroner would not prefer one evidence over the other. Okay, they will now probably have to do their own. The court will now have to do their own.
So do you agree? Do you agree? 1 minute. Do you agree that with your sentence?
No, wait now.
With your sentence, it means that the Baba Mohbad toxicology will never be thrown out. Right?
It will not. It will be a ground.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I said Baba.
No, that was what you said okay? Because it got to a time you were passing insult, but I just tried to negate that. If someone has already believed on something, it is what happened.
Juicy, calm down. Juicy, calm down, please.
What I said
is that it will not be used.
Wait, let me finish my sentence.
It was Farmer Queen that I'm not targeting like her. I'm targeting the sentence made by Farmer Queen.
No. I understand what Farmer Queen is saying. She's saying the correct thing. What she's saying is right. If Baba Mohbad's result, if different from the government's result, would now be a ground for him to go and challenge the government.
Thank you. So that means it has to be considered. Basically,
exactly.
It has to be considered.
So that would be a ground for him to challenge the government.
Then that's it. There's no argument anymore. So I think we're happy now.
So let me go ahead and tell you the admissibility now. When he now goes to the court to say, okay, I'm challenging the government's results, I don't believe what because my result is different. The court is not just going to say, okay, we prefer your evidence, the government is wrong, you are right.
No, we know it won't be like that. It won't be straightforward. I understand that.
Wait. For the court to admit any test, whether paternity or toxicology, it has to be done by the court under supervision.
Listen, I like what you just said now, but first and foremost, I just want us, because for the people listen to us, just in case of future, yeah, if the government grants you, the court grants you to go and do your own thing, it will still be considered. It might not be the one to go for, but it's a grant, like you mentioned. They will have to rethink and probably then challenging the first autopsy that was done to now focus and do it again. They cannot take the one they've done, and they cannot take the one Baba Mohbad done.
Exactly.
So both of them, it sets up a precedent to look at the things.
Richie, what she's saying.
Exactly.
Let me explain what I said, please. Let me explain. Now, this is it. Please, let me just explain myself. We all remember that the coroner inquest never did a toxicology or autopsy. The police sent for theirs through the Lagos state government, and they did it. Now, the court granted Baba Mohbad's request to do a toxicology and autopsy. What I said is, if Baba Mohbad's result had come in like with a known cause of death, the court will never use that result to give a verdict. What the court will do is this. The court will now order for a toxicology and autopsy to
now you're talking, but the way you did, listen, Mama Queen, I'm happy. That's not what you said earlier. You said, Mama Queen, you said, listen, Mama Queen, please. You said it will never be admissible in court. That's language you use.
What I said, it will never be used to give a verdict.
No, you used the word admissible.
Hold on now, please. Let me finish.
Anyway, we're on the same page. That's fine. We're on the same page.
It will never be used to give a verdict in court. Now, the court will do their own, fully supervised by them. And that is what will be used, either with a known cause of death or with unknown. That is what will be used to give a verdict in court. The same thing applies to DNA. If Baba Mohbad goes to do his own DNA and the DNA is negative, the court goes ahead to do theirs and the DNA is positive. Now, the only thing Baba Mohbad can do is to go to an higher court, which is probably going to be a high court, go there to say, no, this is my result.